Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again. Welcome to my new month. It's the month of November, and it's going to be question mark month, which means everything I review is going to be very random. You're not going to know what I'm going to be reviewing until it's uploaded. But first, we're starting with a 1995 American gangster crime thriller based on a novel from 1990 of the same name. The film was directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, the guy that did the Men in Black movies, except for the last one that came out from 2019. Get Shorty. Yeah, this has an awesome freaking cast, a massive all-star A-list cast for the time. You have John Travolta before he flipped out and did The Fanatic. Gene Hackman, now retired, legendary actor. Always the always gorgeous Renee Russo. If you've seen her in Thor, you'll see what I mean. And also Lethal Weapon 2. I mean 3 and 4. And Danny DeVito, yes. The man that was in Twins and Junior and Matilda and a bunch of other stuff. Let's read the synopsis, shall we? Drug smuggling, racketeering, loan sharking. Welcome to Hollywood, yeah, where anybody can become a star. Golden Globe winner John Travolta leads an all-star cast in this hysterical comedy that insists it doesn't take too much to make into the movies. Again, I know. Just a background with the mob. Loan shark Chili Palmer, yeah, that's his name, is bored with the business. So when he arrives in LA to collect a debt from a down-and-out filmmaker Harry Zim, Gene Hackman, Chili takes. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I just got up from a nap. Chili talks tough and then pitches Harry a script idea. Yeah, script idea. Nowadays they don't even have that. Immediately, Chili is swept into the Hollywood scene. He schmoozes film star Martin Weir, Danny DeVito, romances B-movie hot queen Karen Flores, played by Renee Russo, and even gets reservations at the hottest restaurant in town. And excuse me, I don't have electricity in my room, so it's hard to read this. In fact, all would be smooth for this cool new producer if it weren't for the drug smugglers and the angry mobsters who won't leave him alone. And that's the film in a nutshell, basically. There's a lot of crime behind the. This is a movie within a movie because they're trying to make a film while this film is being made, and I like the meta ending at the end. It's pretty cool. The film cost $30 million. It made 115, and no, it didn't need a shitty sequel 10 years later. What was it called? Uh, Be Cool. Yeah, it lost a lot of what made the first movie work. I didn't even bother watching it because they said, "Oh, The Rock is gay and wearing a an afro." Yeah, and looking himself in the mirror. Yeah, that's not for me. It came out in October of 1995, about 25 years ago. So they don't make comedies like this anymore. This is an R rating. It's pretty brutal. It's funny, but it's not like hysterically funny. There were some things that made me laugh here and there, but it's more serious. I'm not gonna lie. Men in Black is more funny than this, but at least this is not Nine Lives or Wild Wild West, which Sonnenfeld did way worse films in the late '90s and the early 2000s. And the 2010s, especially with Nine Lives. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. But the film has likable characters. Dennis Farina is the main mobster. May he rest in peace. He's Ray Bones Barboni. He does a good job in the film. He gets a broken nose in the film. That's pretty funny because it's brutal too because it's practical blood and makeup. You also have Delroy Lindo as Bo Chatlet. He has a fight scene at the very end. You have Mr. Escobar. I think he could have been cut out of the movie. This movie is 105 minutes. 45 minutes, an hour and 45 minutes, you could have cut 10 minutes from the movie. Miguel Sandoval, you could have cut him out. It's just racist. Oh, they're Hispanic, so they're automatically criminals. Again, you look at me. Do I look like a criminal? Yeah, I think that was not needed. Bette Midler has a cameo and is as Doris Zim's girlfriend. She has a good scene because she's always good at acting and a really good singer. Harvey Keitel makes a cameo in it. Penny Marshall, may she rest in peace as well. Who else is in the film? And James Gandolfini plays Bear. Yeah, he rest in peace. There's a lot of talent in this movie that are no longer with us. At least the main four people in the front are still here, so we can appreciate them. Yeah, the critics did like this movie mostly. They gave it an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, which you can take them or leave them at this point because they liked Fembusters. The site says, with a perfect cast and a sly twist on the usual Hollywood gangster dynamic, Get Shorty delivers a sharp satire that doubles as entertaining comedy thriller in its own right. It's pretty good, but it's not as funny. There's some funny things in it, but it's not as funny as like 21 Jump Street, which is way more meta and made me laugh more, or the Men in Black movies. Accolades, yeah, the film got John Travolta a Golden Globe nomination, and he won it also. The film also received Golden Globes for Best Motion Picture Musical and Screen Actors Guild for Outstanding Performance. Yeah, the acting is really good in this film. It's got a lot of A-list actors. Is something that was missing in a lot of comedies this year. I mean, who were the A-list actors in Like a Boss? Tiffany Haddish and Rose Byrne, or that political movie that Steve Carell did this year, or Doolittle, which is supposed to be funny and it was not. Or what other comedies came out in 2020? I forgot. Sonic was great, but that was because it was something nostalgic. And also, it's just comedies right now. They're way too political. They throw themes that should not be in, like race and religion and politics. It's not good. Uh, let's see, comedy, and I'm only counting theatrically released comedies, not things on Netflix or Disney Plus or YouTube or anything. Spencer, no. Hamilton, no, that was a musical. Fantasy Island tried to be like a comedy, horror film, and it failed. Uh, Bill and Ted 3, I have not seen, so don't judge me on that. Uh, let's see here. Oh, Eurovision, no, that was on Netflix, so I don't care. Uh, there really wasn't a lot of comedies this year, and the ones that did come out, War with Grandpa, that recently came out with Robert De Niro. It was a bunch of old actors making fools out of themselves. Oh, but it's a kids' movie. Again, you can try harder. This movie is from 25 years ago, and it's way better than any stupid comedy where there's an old person. My Spy, that also came out in theaters before the pandemic hit. Uh, I like Batista, but he just looks miserable in that. So yeah, there weren't a lot of comedies this year. And when they did come out, they were mostly on digital, and I didn't care then either. But the movie is pretty funny when it can be. It's very well directed. It's well shot. It's a little bit long though. You could have cut 10 minutes of the running time just to save me the embarrassment of Miguel Sandoval should not have been in the film. He really did not need to be there. It makes the movie much longer. There is some violence in the movie. It said this movie. The back says it's only an hour long. No, it's an hour and 45 minutes. Uh, it's R for language and violence. Yeah, pretty much. That's basically if you did a more serious version of the whole 9 yards or the whole 10 yards. This came out a few years before. This would be it. It's an R rating, so it doesn't feel like a sitcom. It's pretty brutal. And Travolta is intense here. He's not a crazed, fanatic that's trying to grab people by the neck and is off his mind. Because I'm not gonna go, about I'm not gonna talk about his mental issues. But yeah, this is a fun movie. If you've never seen it, watch it. I think they have it to stream. Hold on. And I never know. I didn't see the Get Shorty TV show. I just didn't bother. Um, they have it on YouTube. Oh no, that's a trailer. And they have it on certain other websites. They have it on Amazon Prime if you're a subscriber. They have it on Hulu, Roku, and Cinemax, Vudu, iTunes, Microsoft, YouTube, and Google Play. So there's plenty of places you can rent or buy this movie. It's worth a watch. I got this on at Dollar Tree, but it's a good movie. I haven't didn't even bother with the sequel because, like I said, the cast is different. You have Christina Milian and Vince Vaughn and The Rock, and this is The Rock before he was in a ton of hit films. Back then, he was just testing the waters to see what worked and what didn't work, and that didn't work. But this one did work. So watch Get Shorty. It's worth your time. Anyway, I'll keep it short. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next review.